I want my baby back, baby back, baby back, baby back, baby back, baby back ribs. I said, I want my baby back, baby back, baby back, baby back, baby back, baby back ribs. We're going to do baby back ribs in a pressure cooker. Let's take a look at the ingredients for the dry rub. We're going to put in 2 tablespoons of each: black pepper, paprika, lemon peel, cayenne, maybe 1 tablespoon of that, a brown bourbon sugar dry mix already, and garlic powder. Then we're going to put our baby back ribs in a pressure cooker. And this is what that looks like. All those spices are mixed together to create the dry rub that we're going to put on the ribs in just a second. And now I want to show you the ingredients for the barbecue sauce. 1 bottle of Heinz chili sauce, 5 tablespoons of mustard, about a half a cup of brown sugar, a half a cup of apple cider vinegar, and I also put some cayenne in it too. I have the ribs laying out ready to put the dry rub on, and the sauce, the barbecue sauce, is not going to be put on the ribs until it comes out of the cooker. So first of all, it's the dry rub, which goes on before it goes in the cooker. And I want to be sure to cover every single square inch of these ribs. It's very important. The meat is going to absorb these spices. Once we turn it over into the other side, we'll turn it back over, and you'll see how the spices are working their way into the meat. And as I referred to a graphic before, I added brown sugar to the dry rub. And actually, I added a little bit more than a half a cup of sugar because that's going to help caramelize this meat and tenderize it. So now you see how it is absorbing into the front side of the ribs. And now, first thing I'm going to do is turn it over on the other side and take off the silver membrane. This is the silver membrane. It's pretty hard to start, but once you get it going, you peel it all the way down. You can't hold it on with your hands. It's too slippery. So get a paper towel and grab it. And I can't really do this with one hand while holding my iPhone in the other hand to record this. So you really need to use both hands. Hold the meat down on the right while you pull to the left, and get the silver membrane all the way off, because that's a barrier to the dry rub. So once the silver membrane is off, you can then reach for the dry rub and liberally put it on the baby back ribs and massage it all the way into the ribs, between the bones, on the ends of the bones. All this is going to just taste wonderful when it comes out of the pressure cooker. So be sure you have enough black pepper and paprika and a little bit of cayenne, actually a lot of cayenne for me and my family, and dry rub. This bourbon dry rub works very well, and just rub it in very good to the ends of the ribs, both sides, up and down, spreading it around. You see the bowl over there. I've just about used it all up, so I have to be very judicious in how much I have left. So I'm going to try and cover all there's a little space there to the right. There we go. I got that one. Good. This is going to be excellent. And of course, this will sit for an hour, this dry rub. I'll turn the ribs back over, let it sit for an hour, and all these spices are going to work their way into the meat and stick to the underside of the meat. And it's just going to be exceptionally delicious. So you don't have to do it with one hand like I have to do right now. Definitely, if I didn't have to film this, I would use both hands and rub it in generously. So we're almost done with the dry rub on the meat, and now this is what it looks like. I turned it back over, and you see I've cut them in half. So now I have 4 half racks of baby back ribs. They're going to go over here to the right in this pressure cooker. It's an Instant Pot pressure cooker, which I've already put a full cup of beef broth into. And I'm going to cut this on, set it on manual for 30 minutes. And as soon as I put the ribs in, I'm going to stack them like a teepee. I've just cut them on manual, as you can see. And the pressure is building up. I set the clock for 30 minutes countdown. As soon as the pressure builds up, 3-0, as you see, comes up on the display, and it'll count down for 30 minutes. Then I will release the steam vent, let the steam all the way out. Of course, you do that before you open it because it's dangerous if you don't. Let the steam all the way out, and we're going to open this up, pull the ribs out, and baste it liberally with our barbecue sauce that we cooked on top of the stove. Once the sauce is in, we're going to cook it at 475. 10 minutes on the back side, turn it over, 10 minutes on the front side, and another 5 minutes on broil. And you've got your meal. Baby back ribs.
And by the way, I want to take this opportunity to point out, if you haven't already gotten a copy of my novel, The Lost Road of the Ancients, now's going to be a good opportunity to go online at amazon.com/books. And when you go to the search bar, you got to put in the entire title, The Lost Road of the Ancients. That's product placement.